All right, y'all. All right, y'all. 1 minute for some people to show up. Just give me a second, y'all. I'll get started. right, y'all. So what's going on? Blank. Yeah, I know. What's going on, King? Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on with my camera. Like it works on Twitch, or whatever I believe, but I think it still do. Don't hold me to that, but it appears to work on Twitch. But I don't know what's going on with YouTube, why it ain't working. This started like over back in the summer. I don't know what the hell happened. But anyway, yeah, I was about to get started, man. I ain't did this in a while. I shared this on the Lions Nation Unite app. So hopefully, I don't know, somebody come in. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But I might as well go ahead and start the Pistons, man. Big, I should say, Cade Cunningham's first victory. That was real good, man. Definitely good. Like, to me, that game isn't like the true definition was going to mean between him and Jalen Green, in my opinion. The thing I will say is this, though. You literally saw exactly what you needed to see why we drafted them to chose Cade Cunningham over him because, like, to me, Cade Cunningham did start off okay, but it's kind of hard to say that because, and this is where I kind of get into a little undercover rant, not to shift off into different topics like this, but Dwayne Casey has really been pissing me off with this whole pulling people out after like 4 or 5 minutes of the game even starting. Now, I get it, he had 2 fouls, but they're young. Do you not let them make adjustments first before you pull them out? I could say if he got to 3, but 2 tacky fouls, and yes, the officiating was horrible. That's not even an excuse. I can't even give him that because like even the other day when we was going against the Sixers, we started off with the young guys. They were playing good. He pulls them out like the clock is like 7 minutes on the clock, barely even 7 minutes. Like, why are you pulling them out so damn early? That's the issue I'm having right there. I get you want to spoon feed the guys, but can you at least wait till the clock hit like 3 minutes or something? Or I mean, they kids. Most of this roster is under 25 years old. Why are you acting like these some old guys that can't go that long? So I'm like, let them play. Like, ain't no way in hell Jalen Green should be getting more minutes out there, whether he playing good or not. Like, and K got to sit on the bench and do this, wait for your turn, and then I'll put you back in, stuff like it. To me, it just takes the rhythm out the Pistons a little too quick, man. That's why we be giving up the lead so quick. The second guys come in here, the Assassin King. Yo, what's up, Assassin King? They can come to the stream. How you doing tonight? Just talking some basketball real quick. Pat, Hemi frustrated. Probably is. Yeah, I seen that. He out for 6 weeks. I saw that. Uh, Not really good considering the lack of veteran that we do have on the team, but it is perfect opportunity at the same time. I hate to say that because you already know who we got waiting in the G League, who's been playing immediately lights out second he touched it, and Mr. Luka Garza. So you at least get a chance to develop him, and maybe they'll bring another big on the roster or something like that, and release somebody back to the G League. But if you do bring somebody on this team, you better release Corey Joseph because that mother. Oh my God, I don't know who told French Montana he could hoop, but that nigga gotta go, bro. That shit ain't gonna work. That shit is not gonna work, bro. Yes, add someone, man. Add someone to this roster and then release French Montana and let Saban Lee get the goddamn minutes because French ain't doing it, bro. Like, you suck as a rapper and as a basketball player. God damn. This motherfucker coming out there looking like he been practicing with Jose Calzone, man. This dude losing the ball down there the second he get on the court. I'm like, you set Cade down and what you call it, just to get them 2 dudes out there? Like, it's crazy, man. Like, what is y'all doing releasing y'all young guys that quick off the court? That is, like, I understand. I'm not trying to complain about the win. I know the main thing was him that was like the real stinker. But it just sucks, man, because it's like y'all barely let our guys play. Let them freaking play. I could say if you set them down, the clock had like 3 minutes on it. That's usually when you start putting those second unit guys in anyway. But not at the game started at 12 on the clock and then you already got them on the bench by the time that you see the time say 7:55. That's too quick. You can't get development that way, man. Like, and for him to still persevere and play the way he did, and this is 2 to 3 games now in the fourth quarter that this young man has showed up and played. This is exactly what we drafted him for. It's been so much I've been wanting to say to y'all since game one. Uh, like how the Bulls, to me, we kind of mirror ourselves to the Bulls in a different way. When you think about Zach LaVine being like the closer for that team in real situation, we've seen Zach LaVine for the last few years be like the guy when it's time to shoot the basketball, you putting the ball in his hand. And that's the same thing you kind of got Cade for. Yeah, they're different players and different styles, but it's kind of the same effect. And especially when you consider what Killian Hayes on his defense and being the point guard there, saving Lee just scored another 30-point game. I mean, that's what I expect. I'm not about to buy too much in it. It's cool to see, but I'm not about to buy too much in it. No, he had some good games in the NBA, so I'll give him a little bit of a pass on it. But we know what it is with the G League, man. I still rather see Saban Lee coming off the bench for Killian though than Corey, man, because this shit ain't gonna work. It just ain't. But you have to take the stats down there for what they are sometimes when it comes to G League games. It's meant for it to be like that. That's kind of the same reason why y'all was falling in, not y'all in particular, but some people was falling in love with Jalen Green because of the fast-paced games they had down there, the ability to just come in and shoot and do whatever it is you want. There's no system, and I mean it's an NBA system, but it's like a fast-paced, let you go ahead and do what you want kind of free-for-all NBA system versus the actual NBA game where you have to do a play and you have to stick to it and make adjustments to it, which makes the game speed much different, which is why you don't see so much of that 30-point scoring by some of these guys because they just going down there and letting it fly. Some coaches want you to do something different. You know what I mean? Like that's how the G League works, and that it can you can get some production from a guy down there. Like I said, with Luka Garza and Saban Lee, we saw a little bit what they could do, especially when it comes to Saban Lee over the last season. Him coming off the COVID draft class, and what I seen for him is enough to say let him play. I don't think we will lose the lead that quick with him out there versus Corey Joseph. That's just my perception. He's had some games where, yeah, he's looked better than Killian. Then Killian's obviously shown in certain games why he should be the starter. And to me, for saving Lee, that's just good for him and Luca. Hopefully they'll get called up soon. But other than that, as far as the game go, Jalen Green went missing in the fourth quarter, played more minutes, had more shot opportunities. Percentages were lower from every angle than Cade Cunningham. The only thing he had over Cade was 3 more points. But that was it. Like that's it. You lost. And I'm not saying like we just gonna beat the Rockets every time we see them. Never know. They might get us at home. But the thing is about it, it just showed you why we drafted Cade over him. People have to get out of the stat line and the flash and everything else, man. You can't fall for that stuff all the time. When it came down to it, we had a lead that was at 14 at one point at the end of the game, towards the end of the game. They started coming back because of some of those veterans. As soon as they put the ball into Jalen Green's hand, he started trying to shoot wild, inaccurate shots, air balling. Oh, and one thing, if y'all didn't notice, what was up with their offense, the Rockets I'm talking about, of this whole 24-second violation? They kept I'm like, y'all seriously ain't trying to win this game. Y'all already missing free throws, and now y'all turn the ball over violations. Like, what y'all about. Y'all quit attack offense. Why y'all just ain't chucking up the ball like you normally do? You sitting here know what y'all need to do, and now y'all turn the ball over on violations. Doing too much flash, man. No wonder why KPJ was out there looking pissed off. His team did not show up to me with him outside of Christian Wood. Outside of Christian Wood, to me, him and KPG was obviously 2 players of the game for them. The rest of that team didn't show up enough, in my opinion. They didn't. And to me, they have better veterans on their squad. That's the sad part about it for them. But for the Pistons to come back and fight the way they did, despite the bad officiating and Dwayne Casey's, to me, piss poor coaching, and them being younger and out of rhythm, it was a good thing to see. And as far as, and I'm glad, I think one of y'all mentioned Hamidou Diallo earlier. I'm glad y'all brought him up because the other thing I'm getting upset too is why are y'all so fixated on taking the 3 ball so heavy? I get y'all want to shoot the 3. I get it. I really understandably get they want to shoot the 3 bad. And it's hard to give up those looks. But if Josh Jackson was struggling last year, well, shooting the three ball, and now I'm hearing about a basketball change that could be affecting some of the shooters. Even if you are open, if you're struggling shooting the ball from 3 point lane, can you just step in and give me like a 17 footer? I know he can hit those, but that 3 point shot just not going down. You know what I'm saying? That's analytics. Yeah, analytics. But no, I'm saying though, man, he's struggling. This team is struggling shooting the three ball too much, man. And it's like, to me, I need to see the mid range attack again. Like, where's the combo duo of Johnson and Hami coming off the bench where they was attacking the rim and getting the offense going and the ball was moving? Like, that's the reason why they did manage to win 20 games. And even when they lost, they was able to lose by no more than 10 in a lot of situations. Like, it's the reason why this offense is so flat. One is we had 3 point line too much. Destroy the paint on offense like we was doing, and let the guys who actually are good at shooting the ball, Sadiq Bey, shoot the damn ball. That's what I want to see. Whatever y'all was doing last year, y'all need to go back to doing it on offense. And the sad thing is, you have a better scorer as a big, and Olenek, who now is hurt, that was coming in able to provide some points for y'all all the time. So who's been solid for that part. So that's kind of a blow. Maybe not so much on the defensive side of the ball, but for the offense, he's scrappy. He makes his plays here and there. He is so much easier to watch than Plumlee, man. That was such a good signing. Despite him getting hurt, man, that I'm glad we got him versus keeping that dude. But as far as, like I said, man, back to the whole 3 point situation, I feel like we leaning too much on it. No, I think in due time it'll fall. But when the Pistons in the back in the day used to struggle shooting the three, they used to always find a rhythm, another way to score points on offense, and then get that shot back flowing at the 3 point line once they got a rhythm. You can't see the other team get some rhythm going, then just come back down and chuck up a shot at three. That's not going to cut it. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention when there's nobody low to get the rebounds because you hurrying up trying to shoot the big shot. There's nobody who can give you a chance to rebound and put it back in. And then the other thing is, even though I know they were calling crap ton of fouls on Stewart that were garbage, one thing I've been liking about Stewart so far this year, even more than last year, is that every time they get this guy the ball to put points up there, it's in there. He's scoring every time he gets the ball and able to do it just about. That's you can tell his offensive game for what he has is dramatically improved compared to last year. Not that it was off last year, but you can tell he's getting better and better and more comfortable. Just dominating down there on offense just as much as he does on defense. We just gotta give him some help for the most part, man. That's the big thing for him. You gotta give him some help to go low. We thin. Trey Lyles ain't gonna cut it. He does what he does as a reserve guy, but he just not it. Jeremy Grant. Finally, we got to see the game yesterday where in the fourth quarter, when Grant Ball was about to come and hurt us, Cade Cunningham was able to save us from that dramatic scene, and we was able to finally get somebody that is better shooting the ball in this situation and setting up plays to help the game flow, able to actually do that for a change. That's the whole reason again why we drafted Cunningham, man. For that type of stuff there. I just mentioned it a minute ago. I'm gonna keep saying it again if I had to. That's the reason why we got it. So for everybody who's stat watching, for everybody who's making bad comparisons or saying he's gonna be a bust, you can shut that one up your ass because that didn't look like a bust yesterday. I'm just saying it didn't look like a bust. That was pretty, like I said, though, outside of the bad officiating, Corey Joseph, and to me, some of the management of Dwayne Casey, it was a pretty good game for us to watch. Seeing two young teams go battle back to back. That was pretty good, man. I can say that. Hopefully, we can build off it. I know we got a tough challenge against Cleveland. Uh, that one, that one looking kind of scary right now because you got a lot to defend. Those two guards, even if you could defend them, they find ways to create, man. And it's just like, even when you slow them down, they can still be kind of hard to stop. They're still small and where they can dribble with the ball, man. It's crazy how they can shoot the ball too, man. That's gonna be kind of a challenge. I think we got the guards to defend them, but then it's like when you go low, now they got something there. that can be a little bit hard to deal with. So you're gonna be in a dog fight with them pretty much. So, if you manage to lose that game within 5 or so, and it's come down to the last few plays, I mean, you did. To me, that's a win. In my opinion, because that's a tough team undercover you got to face. Like, imagine when they start really developing and getting better. That's that team. Ooh, that's a scary one to watch for right there. They kind of building like the Cavs should have been building well before LeBron came back there and stumped it up. He got a Marine. Well, old guys, that's how they should have been heading into that direction when they had Kyrie in his earlier years. But what's done is done. What's another one I think we faced? No, we faced the Raptors too, so we gotta go against Davion Mitchell. The Raptors, we already know what kind of battle that is with them. So I'm not even gonna waste my time trying to give a breakdown. We already know what to expect when it comes to Toronto. It's just gonna be a dogfight. At that point in time, it's gonna be a dogfight. I love seeing the Davion Mitchell battle versus Cade Cunningham and Killian Hayes, along with Scotty Barnes when we play him in the Kings. I can't wait to see these matchups, bro. For us to get because this draft class, I think it could be shaping up to be one that's gonna be talked about from years from now, man. And the fact that the Pistons was in the midst of it and finally got what appears to be a good player, and Cade Cunningham, that's just gonna make it better. Like we ain't gotta be the one sitting here like, oh, we missed out on all these guys. Nope, we got one of them. So that's that's the beauty of it for me, man. Like thank God. Oh my God, because I couldn't stand us missing on these picks like that. What I'm saying? Sadiq Bey. What's funny? He is going through kind of a sophomore slump, and it's weird because last year I said he would be the one I suspect wouldn't go through that. I didn't suspect him to do it because of the way he plays, and I knew he was making transitions in his game. And that's more reason why I thought he wasn't going to go through that slump, but he actually is. He's at a period though where I think eventually before that time, All Star break comes around here, I think he'll have everything figured out. I know he's kind of like second guessing himself. He's trying to become something that he wasn't usually. Discover other traits about his game, and it's affecting his usual play style because now he's trying to see how he wants to shoot the ball. He wants to prove that he can do it this way versus just being a catch and shooter. Even though that's much better, and we got more out of him. What's the need more off ball play and ran for a Bay. Yeah, that was his strength last year. You know what I'm saying? But now that he's showing other animations of his skills, I just think with him, he has to set himself and simplify what he needs to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine with him penetrating and scoring and doing that, but when it comes to your jump shot, just catch and shoot right now. You know what I'm saying? If you come down with the ball and you do a quick dribble to set up a shot, go ahead and let it fly. But other than that, I don't think he needs to be holding on to the ball so long, trying to come up with some way to create a shot, for long range. Just stick to what was working for you. Like the second you caught the ball for that buzzer beater in the halftime, that looked more like the old Sadiq Bey. It made the NBA change to new. Well, yeah, I think that did affect it too, and it has something to do with it. But I don't think that's the whole reason. There's still people who are good shooters still knocking down shots. Have you seen Jordan Poole and Steph Curry? So some guys still, even if they are struggling, they still managing with it. And I think that's where some of it is mentally, and some of it is what they have these guys trying to do. And like I said, it's okay because, like I said, if it's go happen, it's go happen. For them to go through a slump, but one thing about slumps though, you can't get out of them. So, and somebody like Sadiq Bey, somebody as smart as he is and aggressive as he is, that was the one thing and two that we were impressed with last year. How aggressive he was finishing at the ball. I know he's going to pull himself back out of that slump. So I'm not too concerned. It hasn't even been barely 10 games yet. So I know eventually he'll kind of pull himself out. He's going to have that game or two or more that he's going to show up and be the Sadiq Bey that we seen last year and probably even better. I do suspect that. And yeah, man, we'll just see what happens when it comes to him. But other than that, I'm not too concerned. I think he will be better down the line. Oh, excuse me, I had to stretch. No, this is still in rebuild, man. So Pistons just in a situation where they now got to figure things out for what they have on the roster and go from there. Pretty much, that's the situation that they're in. Hey, how's my connection, y'all? Hope everything's good. Hope y'all not having too many bad connection problems because Lord knows my Wi-Fi can act like a total bitch. So I ain't trying to have that happen. But yeah, um, what I want to see next game though, man, I need to see better effort from the offense, and I need to see more playing time for the young guys. Like I was saying, I need to see more opportunity. I don't need to be seeing guys being pulled out too early for the second unit. You know what I'm saying? That I don't need to see that this game. I know it's gonna happen, but I don't need to see it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see these young boys play. I remember last year when we faced Cleveland, we let the young boys play because we had no choice because everybody was injured. Them boys played hard as hell and they won the game. Stewart beat up every bid that was down there low. And Killian Hayes even showed up and just got and played with some nastiness. He ended with 11 points in a double double, I think, but it was what he was doing to get those points. And then, of course, his swiper the fox hands on defense. You know what I'm saying? Like that guy's a dude is literally swiper the fox. If you ain't paying attention, he will steal the ball. He pushing up on. He doing. You know what? He doing the same thing Lonzo Ball doing too. He pushing up on bids, bro. And guys like you pushing up on Christian Wood and Kevin Porter Jr., who's a big wing. So you pushing up on these dudes. That's exactly what Lonzo was doing. Matter of fact, Lonzo was doing it on Kelly Olynyk this year. Yeah, and that's the problem. That is the problem I was saying, Tyler. You right on the money. They stay on the court too long. Like what was like to me the substitutions were slightly better last year because when you bring in certain guys, you bring them in piece by piece. Like like it would be times where it's still most of the young guys on the court, and then you'll probably bring in Josh Jackson and let him get rhythm in first before you just run the whole squad in. And I noticed that they just forcing our best young guys off the court too quick, and they don't make no sense. Like, why are y'all doing that? Like, why don't if y'all go bring Josh Jackson in there and y'all go keep Jeremy Grant out there. First of all, you should take Jeremy Grant out of there and then have a somebody who can play the four out there, and then put Josh Jackson in at three, and then let him run the small forward, and let him do some stuff like score at the rim and give you that mid range shot. Versus having him and Jeremy Grant out there on the court together, then try to fit Sadiq Bey in there and Cade Cunningham. I don't like that lineup. And another lineup they put out there yesterday I didn't like. I don't know if y'all noticed, but did y'all notice when they had Cade Cunningham, Frank Jackson, and Corey Joseph out there on the court together? That was terrible. That was a terrible. I did not like that lineup. We just lucky Cade was able to manage because he's Cade. If Frank, you got too much undersized out there. You got Frank Jackson and Corey Joseph. They're not gonna offer much on defense. They both not really shooting the ball well right now. And then you got Cade out there, who actually should be the one out there. Should be out there with Killian. You got Cade out there in the three, and then whoever else you had before the five, I forget. I think it was Olenek and I think Lyles. I did not like that lineup at all, man. I know I'm not the only one. I couldn't stand watching that. I'm glad he hurry up got it out there, man, because I couldn't stand watching that lineup. It was trash, bro. Like for real, pure trash. I'm like, what is up with Dwayne K? K has nothing to work with in that lineup, no on offense or and defense. Exactly. You got two guys who struggling scoring the ball. One just playing like trash. The other one is a shooter who's going to go through his strides, but he can't defend. Neither of them can defend. Corey Joseph shouldn't be out there running the one guard because Cade is obviously better at that than him. And then you got Cade as your best shooter out of the three right now because he's the only one giving you something on offense. And then your best you got low is Kelly Olynyk, who ain't really a defensive guy. And then you got Trey Lyles out there who sometimes, you can do something with him, but not with that lineup. Like, that was not the lineup to put out there, man. And this is what I was saying why I miss Sekou, man. Not because our string on just wanting to keep a guy around because we fall in love with the player. But what it was is like he has a size where he can rotate between the 3 and the 4. So in certain lineups, you can have him out there for defensive purposes and then be able to attack the rim at times when he get fed to help out, something like Stewart or somebody out there. You know what I'm saying? And for those people who say he need help, he's not a legit big, but just like how we use Jeremy Grant for the whole rotation thing, I feel like he could have did that with Sekou. And I feel like Sekou jump shot can shoot the ball when you let him build rhythm. Like just making him a catch and shoot guy, that's just not going to work with every player. And I understand why you get rid of him, but Josh Jackson and Hamidou, they not really best catch and shoot guys either. Period. I'm not trying to, I love both of them to death, but when it comes to it, I mean, you kept them dudes because who can't shoot. But Sekou, who to me has better shot than at least one of them, to me, you traded him, and I get because Troy Weaver one of his guys, but bro, you left us with Trey Lyles and just Olynyk. Like, come on, man, we need better depth than that. Like, I never understand that. Like, he has a purpose out there to help with bigger opponents on defense. Why wouldn't you keep him? At least until you found something in the season, during the season, say, you know what, I can trade for that guy. Fine, I'll trade Sekou to get him because he'll help me better in this situation. Cool. But I think you just reacted a little too damn fast. I never understood that trade. That's why I was mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was because of that. Like, Rushton did that to me. Like, that wasn't necessary. And you know what I'm saying? We already struggling to guard the paint as is. Like, come on, bro. Like, we already struggling to do that. But yeah, man, I just hope for God in me, man. I hope that Dwayne Casey just keep the younger guys out there a little longer, man. Like, quit trying to overthrow the veterans in our face, especially if we on the road. I get you need your bench to help you win on the road, but not this situation. Our bench costs us games, bro. Like, the only one that I can single-handedly count on just got hurt, and then now you forced to hope that Garza can step up. You better play the young guys, man. They young, they 19, 20, 21, 22 at the most. You let them boys play. Let them figure their game out. I don't care if we lose. Let them play. Let their ass play. And I'm going to keep stressing this if I got to the whole stream. Let they behind play. Let them play. You ain't never gonna develop a bunch of kids. You ever grown up when you in the house and chilling and playing the game, your mama tell you get out the damn game and go out there and play outside, you got to shy and shit. And she said you better go out there and play with them other kids. There's a reason why she told you to do that. So you can go out there and grow and learn how to interact. And you know what I'm saying? That's the whole reason why you make the kid go outside and play. And then they're threatening to whoop your ass to get out there and do it. That's the whole reason why you had these kids to develop, to throw them out there to play against other people's kids so they can learn and interact and get better. That's the whole point of development. What is y'all doing? That's the whole point. Like, I never understand that. Let me switch gears for a minute. My breath about to start stinking when I talk about this team. But the Detroit Kittens, that cat, that rare cat that's blue with no hair on it, no fur. Yeah, that cat. Yeah, they decided to do something. First off, I told y'all on Twitter they was not about to get OBJ. I know you want to talk about the other end of that OBJ scenario. I don't even want to talk about it. I want to talk about the Lions. I'm sorry, the Kittens. They go out there and get a receiver, and yes, I may be using hindsight a little bit here, but they go out there and get a player I thought they should have went and got like early in the offseason. Like, he wasn't even that hard to get. Like, I think he had got like $3 or $4 million for 1 year, if I'm correct. You gave Tyrell Williams 6-7. Why couldn't you have given him that contract instead and got Tyrell Williams with the money you got for Rashard Perriman? You know what I'm saying? Like, that never made. I was actually secretly one of the people who wanted them to get Josh Reynolds. when it was free agency starting. I was like, I thought we would be the team to sign him in early in the all season. If anything, and I'm like, y'all didn't do it. Now you get him when he's waived. What is that? Like, it's a good signing. At least he knows who that receiver is. I don't think that's going to make him play better. But I'm just saying it's good that you get an experienced receiver that's been around the league for a few years. They'll still make some plays here and there. He's made some good catches in his career. Somebody we actually know and is young and can still get better. You know what I'm saying? At least it's that. He has at least you can actually give him a role even to come back next year possibly if he play good. So it's like at least they did that. But it's not enough. You know, we got to see a win. Dan Campbell's been talking about making adjustments with the offense and stuff and get more involved in it. Look, we don't know how that's going to ultimately affect. Could be better, could be bad. We just don't have enough. It's been said enough times. We don't have enough on this team. What I saw with that Eagles game last week, last week, that was just embarrassing. You know, it's we cannot continuously come out there at home and look like that. I just told the guys the other day, when you add up all our home losses so far, the amount of points that we gave up on defense or period, just amount of points that been scored on us was 142 points. At home alone, we've given up 142 points. That is scary. You had one game where a team got 19 against the Ravens. Every other game, we allow teams to get over 30 points. That's not good. At home. You mean tell me we done better on the road? You know, when you think about it, we done better. Green Bay, yeah, we got over 30 points, but you know, you kept turning the ball over. At least that was understandable. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Green Bay was the only game to me that between them and the Rams, two teams that are somewhat understandable that you got allowed to give over 30 points. Everybody else that you faced on the road was 25 or under. But I, look, we knew this team don't have talent. You know, they don't have the talent, man. They don't have enough to really go out there and put a bunch of wins together. That's never what this season's been about. It was supposed to be about setting the foundation, showing us what y'all about. You know, if you come away with a couple wins, cool. But, you know, not to bag on the same old thing. This is why, and I understand this is not a popular topic, but this is why I don't believe we should go quarterback in the first round next year or even the second round. Because you don't have anything on this roster. Free agency, look, even the money, the cap space everybody's claiming we're supposed to get, that's to me, that's more of a loan. Like you got bad contracts on this team that you got to get rid of, and you probably gonna take some of the cap hit for doing that. And you still, and not to mention, you're probably gonna have to rework Jared Goff's contract again to try to loosen it up some more. And then, not to mention, you know, if you can't trade Trey Flowers, you probably gonna have to release him. You know what I'm saying? And then you gonna be taking a hit that way. You go realistically have to make signings kind of like how you did this year. 1 year deals. Hope you can, if you do get somebody for a 2-3 year deal, you can't get nobody for no 10 mil or higher. It's got to be about 8 or less for like a 2-3 year deal. You can't afford to make these long commitment deals right now because I understand you want to get talent here, but you're not going to get anybody spectacular. You don't want to tie yourself to a bad contract again, a player that's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Be strategic. Get pieces that make sense in free agency, and find a way to make your cap in the future a little bit more beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Like, because way I look at it right now, you're going to have to do somewhat of an overhaul on this roster. You know what I'm saying? And then you got these 2 first round picks plus the second and 2/3. You need to get not only defensive talent, but eventually late in the draft, you got to get a depth lineman off the bench, like a depth offensive tackle. You probably got to get another a late round receiver, probably like the 5th or 6th rounds. But them early rounds, you got to think about it, man. You need linebacker help, you need safety help, and you need still need D line help. I don't whether it's Thibodeau or Aiden Hutchinson or whoever, you gonna have to get some guys in here that you can start day one with them first, at least 4 of them first 5 picks. At least out of 4, you need game one starters out of at least those first out of those 5 picks, man. Don't have time to be trying to play. That's battle with the quarterback. That's not gonna win you anything. If you notice, and this is why I tell y'all why we don't need to draft quarterback. It's not that I believe in golf because I don't, and I'm the main one who probably wants it gone. But what it is that your team has not shown us they can make the adjustments to win games. And part of the reason is because of talent, but I feel like coaching is another. You had games where you were in control, and then you slipped and it slipped away from you because of bad decisions. I can't have a coaching staff that's making decisions for fan service. Going for it on every fourth down because you want to be aggressive. I get that. That's nice and all, but you're failing us continuously doing that versus taking the points. So I'm not one to say you have to kick field goals all game to win because it's not. But if it keeps you in the game, you should do that, man. I get you want to be aggressive, but if your quarterback not making the play, take the game out his hand. I've been saying this on my Twitter show. I've been saying it for a while now, and they're not listening. These are other things that's affecting them. It's not just a lack of talent; it's a lack of coaching decisions that's being made in the situation we're in. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the best way to be aggressive is to be conservative. It's just like they say, sometimes the best offense is the best defense. But damn it, that's true in that situation as well. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be going for passing downs on fourth down when your quarterback can't make the play. Take the game out of his hand, run the ball more if you go do that. And if not, if it's too many distance, do a trick play. If you're in a situation where you force a punt, try a trick play. You had no problem executing against the Rams multiple times, so try it. You know what I'm saying? Do something different, but don't do it. Don't be stupid. And that's the thing with them, man. Like, they do stupid stuff. They're starting with the head coach. It's coaching. That's why a lot of people want Dan Campbell gone, man. He has to, he talk a good game during the press conference, but I need to see more. If you're talking about possibly finding your win and you're desperate, you'll do all this, I need to see it. Because I can't just blame the quarterback. As much as I want to put 100% of blame on him, I can't just blame it on him. Anthony Lynn has been a big issue. Big issue. I don't understand how he goes out there with that no rhythm offense. I don't get it. I just don't get it. That's terrible. You know what I'm saying? You can't come out there with that type of offense, man. You got 2 running backs averaging 13 carries a piece a game. That's bad. They asking for the football, you're not giving it to them. They're trying to do way too much at times. Yeah. They need the whole thing is, you see, look, Justin Fields has played to me very good, considering that he's raw. But to me, no quarterback that just got drafted should have been starting game one. And I know he initially wasn't, him and Trey Lance, but still, you gave him the starting keys because he balled against us. I'm not saying he's not playing good. I'd rather deal with him right now than what we got. But they're not like, when you look at all the rookie quarterbacks, none of them to me are doing anything necessary that says that if the Lions draft a quarterback next year, we're going to be just fine. No, we're not. You have nothing here. Those teams, those rookie quarterbacks have times where they're struggling, and they got more talent than we do. One has a coaching staff that's been there for years. Kyle Shanahan has been with his team for years. If they're struggling, what the fuck is the Lions going to do for a young rookie quarterback? You come in here and tell us he's going to change the game. You're going to do the same thing that you did with the last guy, and you're going to do the same thing with some people thought with Killian Hayes and Kay Cunningham. They're going to be calling them bust, saying we got the wrong guy. It's going to be a repeat of the same thing, and they never want to hear it. They never want to hear it. When I look at some of them past drafts that we blowed up with Bob Quinn, we blew those drafts. 2017, I used to say, why not just take Jared Davis, get Joe Mixon in the second round, and Kenny Galladay in the third? Man, it's so many ways we could have dealt with those top 3 picks, man. You could have took Jared Davis and went in the second round and got freaking another young offensive tackle, and then took Galladay, and then got Jamal Williams in the fourth round or Kareem Hunt or something. Like, you could have did that, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, we were so terrible at drafting. It made no sense. Need too many pieces on both sides of the ball for a QB to fix our problems. Exactly. But not to some of these fans. Apparently, if you don't believe that you should get a quarterback with your next pick, you are crazy. I don't understand that. That's not a quarterback is like dinner. That's something you prep for, not just start off with. It's like a dinner or an event. It's something you got to prep for. That means you need pieces on this team, and you need them to be growing right now before you get that quarterback to sit for a year and groom him that way, so he can develop his body to an NFL level, develop his eye for watching how the veteran plays and what he can do, see right and wrong for what they're doing, and plus develop his mindset to understand the offense. That's the whole benefit of grooming your quarterback, so they can at least learn the offense and have more time to understand what they can do and see how they can make more out of what the playbook is showing. Yo, what's up, David? That's the whole reason why you get a quarterback to groom. Getting a quarterback in this draft class to groom him for what? What does he go be grooming for? With a team no talent, you need to see some pieces being developed here. I hate to say it, if they can't find a better veteran quarterback and they gotta go roll with golf, man, you just gonna have to like I said, you got to take the game out of his hand. You got to come with the same game plan the last team he played for did. Start getting some talent in here and let the talent play for him and make him do as least as possible, because that's the only way you go stand a chance with a guy like that. Until Lions fans learn to be patient, like some fans think so backwards, man, they don't realize it. Stay out the highlight reels. I'm not saying there's not a good quarterback in this draft. I'm just saying we're not good for a quarterback. We're not gonna do shit with him until we get some talent on here. Until our coaching staff come up with better game plans and do what do what they're supposed to do. Like, I get it, man. I get why everybody's frustrated. I'm right there with you. Yeah, I'm starting to wish that too, more and more, bro. Sell the fucking team. They're not gonna sell this motherfucker. It's too much money. They're not gonna sell the team. Why would they sell the cash cow like that? Nah, the only way we gonna get some good quality out of this team when you start emptying them goddamn seats. You know what I'm saying? When y'all decide to say, you know what? I'm not going to waste my season, my whatever how many $1,000 I'm paying for season tickets. I'm not gonna waste my money for that shit. Nope. I won't be there this year. Y'all can go, but I won't be. Like, I wish they would start thinking like that. I told you, take their ass back to the radio era and see how it feels. Take them back to the radio era. I bet they ass start affecting their pockets a little bit more. Oh, I bet they'll get desperate there. They just refuse to do it. They will just refuse to empty them seats. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to crowd the stadium up, knowing we probably finna get blown out if you've been seeing the consistency of it, and then turn around and want to get mad and leave. You should have never came in the first place. Should have never gave me no money. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make better decisions, bro. As a fan base, that's the real reason why they doing the stuff they doing to us. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if y'all can too, man, share the stream uh on Lions Nation Unite too. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to grow this thing again. Y'all know me, man. Trying to I'm still at it. I'm still at it. So necessarily giving up. And new subscriber, Tyler. Hey, appreciate the sub, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. It's believe me, we probably in for the rough of the rest of the season. It's probably gonna be a little rough, but well, rougher, I should say. Hopefully they figure something out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to try to destroy anybody's hope, but hopefully, like I said, hopefully they'll figure something out, man. Because they doing this, it's crazy. I still think 2 and 50, and you know what? If that happens, I'm perfect. Perfect. You get 2 wins this year, hey, good. Hey, that means there's hope for us yet. But you know, oh God, I hate to think if they were to go that road to that, record. Oh, I hate to really think of what could happen. But hopefully, hopefully we right. We go, 2 and 15, and you can, even if you still end up picking number one overall, take your best freaking player there, and you keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Take your best player there, you keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that's what I'm hoping that happens. You know what I'm saying? This is tough, man. This is tough to watch. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard no excitement down there in a few years now. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to figure out how much cap space we gonna have next year. That's another thing I'm trying to figure out. Because if we get like 50 million, for example, I'll take 1 win. Just can't go winless. Yeah, I'll even take that at this point. Yeah, you right on the money today, Tyler. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'll take that in a heartbeat. I'm saying, just I'll take it in a heartbeat, man. In a heartbeat. What I was about to say too. I'm gonna be doing some more. I'm gonna do some streams, or either I'm gonna do some short live streams in incoming future. So, like I said, I'm gonna try to grow this thing. I'm gonna keep trying to push it, man, and finally hit 1,000. I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years. I should have been at 1,000. Not that I'm entitled to be at 1,000. You should live with King. I've been live with him before on his channel. That's up to King. If he want to ever, he don't mind having me on sometimes. So yeah, I will try to go live on him again, hopefully soon. Uh, what I was about to say. Yeah. Oh shit, my battery running low. Oh shit, knew that was coming. Yeah, but yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch that stream they did on the Lions Nation YouTube page either. I didn't really get a chance to watch the stream, but yeah, that was kind of also a response to them too about the whole Jared Goff thing. Yeah, he's not the answer. I do think he's been, like I said, I think the percentage of blame goes to about 30 to 35%. And I know some people are like, "What? That's too low." No, that's, like I said, no quarterback in this league. I don't care if it's the worst one in the league. Nobody should have to deal with a defense that gives up that many points and has no talent on it. And he is playing with an offensive coordinator who's suspect. You know what I'm saying? So, in all fairness to him, that still sucks. Yeah, he's a part of the problem, but coaching decisions too have been part of the problem, and health and all that. So you can't just throw it all on him. And that's just me being fair. But he ain't it. To sit here and be all nice about it. You like I said, the Rams gave you the game plan, and I'm not saying that we gotta go and make all the exact same moves they made, but we need to develop some guys and let him kind of grow. So and take the game out of his hands, so that way we can be able to produce some wins. Like if they was able to get to the Super Bowl with him, then we should have no problem going at least 7 wins a year if he gets some talent and coaching decisions made better. You know what I'm saying? Like that should be at least that. You know what I mean? Like not this year, obviously, but you know what I'm saying. Do you think the first Detroit sports franchise will win championship or be serious contenders in the future? Everybody keeps saying. Everybody wants to say the Pistons. I don't really know what the Red Wings are doing right now, what their record look like, or how they going. So I can't really throw them in it. My best chance is the Tigers. I'm going with the Tigers on this one. I know the Pistons, they got a young core, but they still building and they still developing. I think the Tigers, who had an earlier start than anybody, which happened like 5 years ago, uh, I think they starting to more and more turn that corner. If you had to go with a second team, it depends on how the Red Wings doing. Because the Red Wings at the early stage of rebuild, then it's obviously the Pistons. But yeah, I think it's between the Tigers. It could be the Red Wings too. Like the Pistons and the Red Wings are an obvious tie to a certain degree, depending on where they standing at. But I think if I had to choose, but we all know the bottom team is. Uh, yeah, we already know. I've been talking about